It was really cool for me, and yet in a fantasy way.
How did you pick Dostana? I'm really trying to understand.
Yeah, no, Dostana was a film I knew as soon as I read I wanted to see. And with all my films, if I feel when I'm reading a script I'm excited about it, I want to keep turning the pages, and I read all my scripts. I want to keep turning the pages. I feel like that's the film I would want to do. Dostana was that for me. It was funny. I was laughing when I was reading it. I wanted to do so much with Neha, and it just became very interesting. I like the idea of this casual, fun film, which is how relationships are today.
Okay, and fashion.
Fashion, I said no to thrice.
Incredible. Yeah.
I said, Madhur, I can't do this film. I don't think I'm a capable enough actor to be able to do this film, because Meghna needed incredible. The graph of Meghna Mathur was massive, and I don't think I had the confidence in me yet. It was just 3 years into films when Madhur approached me for this movie, and I was like, I don't know if I can take the responsibility of that. The entire film is on my shoulders. I don't know if what if people watch the film and say, you know, somebody could have done it better. That scared me so much. But he just said, I will not make the film if you don't do it. I just won't. Nobody else can do it but you. And it was his belief that really made me go for it. He held my hand through that film, and I have 100 doubts till I say yes to a film. But once I've said yes to a film, it becomes mine. It's my territory. I'm very possessive.
And how did you negotiate the character? Because Meghna, the character you play, is someone who is really a modern person. You're unapologetic about your ambition. You're unapologetic about being amoral. And you're unapologetic about your apology when you finally make it.
Once I came on board the film and we started having readings, is when Madhur, the director, and me, the actor, kind of came together for the first time. We had to understand. I had to understand how he was thinking, and he had to understand how I was thinking of executing it. And by the time we came on set, we were on the same plane. It didn't need him to say, okay, one more, no, this is not working, that's not happening, because I knew what he was looking at, and he knew how I wanted to play it. I was very sure that I wanted Meghna, people at the end of the film, to be with Meghna despite of everything that she's done. And that was the victory of the film. That you felt like, you want her to redeem herself. She's not a bad girl. You come out of the film saying, she wasn't a bad girl. You want her to have another chance. She's saying sorry. She screwed up. And that was the greatest thing about the film.
And who is anybody else to judge a person at the end of the day?
That's what my logic was. Everybody screws up. It's just that when you're in the limelight, people can point fingers at you, but you do it in your own house as well. The greatest thing about the film was the same people who kicked her, gave her another chance. And she became the biggest model in that same fraternity. This time, understanding herself a little bit better, not getting carried away, holding on to her values, and knowing that this is fickle. It can go away anytime.
How close was it to the business and to the entertainment industry that you belong to?
I think the closest thing to show business that fashion had was the fact that it is very fickle. And if you let yourself go, people don't give you another chance. You have to be tremendously good at what you do. You cannot, at every moment, you cannot become bigger than the business. Nobody ever is. Eventually, it is the film that is bigger than all the actors, the directors, the producers. The fact that you walk on that ramp and you are professional and you come on time and people want to work with you is what will make you be successful. Once you become too big for your boots, it's over.
Is that the way you approach your career in the film industry?
I always have. And I was fortunate to work with actors initially who showed me that and directors who showed me that eventually, and me being from a military background, it also helped. My dad has always taught me the importance of discipline when it comes to my job, even when I was in school.
No, but Priyanka, you made a very critical point. Discipline is one thing, and your approach to your work ethic is one thing. But this innate understanding that if you start compromising on your skill or what is your craft, and you become too big for your boots, that's the beginning of the end. How did you get that bit? Because the discipline I can understand. That contributes to your professionalism.
It comes with that. You start, when you become too big for your boots, you say, okay, they'll wait for me for another hour. Yeah, I have to reach at 9 and 10 baje pahunch jaungi main. It's okay, they have to shoot with me now, they can't help it. They've signed me. But the people waiting on that set will say, you know, you're wasting my time. Time is money today. Nobody, and there's somebody to replace you instantly. You have to be good at what you do. You have
Somebody
to
to
deliver.
replace you instantly?
Everyone.
Even today to Priyanka Chopra at the you know, at the scale
Not
you
just
are at
me,
in
the
film
biggest
industry?
directors. You are only known by the last film that you're great in. If I'm not, my film may not do well, but if I'm terrible in it, it's nothing is going to happen for me. And I know that. I've done films like that too, where I know that this film I've done for whatever reasons I've done, and I've known that, you know, this film is not going to go anywhere. But I know that when people watch me, they should know that I'm good in the film.